You know what martial art ability is recorded in that so-called Five Immortals mental sutra of yours? Master Jing said it belonged to his late wife when he gave it to me. I always thought it was the Five Immortals mental sutra. High Priestess Ebzat of Wuxian sect? That's why she was determined to follow Mr. Jing to Shaolin all those years ago. What a shame. What a shame. What? Why? Manual in your possession is no other than the wind and cloud method. What? The wind and cloud method? But it says Five Immortal Mental Sutra on the cover. How could it be the wind and cloud method? Perhaps Ed Zat did it on purpose to avoid trouble. The Five Immortals Mental Sutra I've been practicing for so long is actually the wind and cloud method? Master, could you please tell me what kind of martial art ability is the wind and cloud method exactly? Why do so many people want it? Did Master Qingzu never mention it to you? Mr. Yuan, have you ever heard of Tian Shan sect? Tian Shan sect? I think I've heard people mention it before. Something about a great Zia named Oolong Zi of Tian Shan sect? The wind and cloud method is his unique ability, right? That's right. 20 years ago, a young man of amazing talent came out of Tian Shan sect. Having just entered Jinghu, the young man challenged the 7 great sects one by one. Former sect leader Yuhua of Wudong sect, sect leader of Hong Fei of Beggar sect, and myself, all the established Zia from the greatest sects, lost to him. The only other thing that gained as much fame as Jinghu as Fulong Zi did that year was the astonishing wind cloud method he practiced. That's really impressive. Does that make Fulong Zi the best Zia in the world? His martial arts abilities were indeed out of this world. But Tianzhu, the venerable leader of the evil Tianji Palace, was also powerful. No one could tell for certain who was the better of the two. At that time, the evil sect ran rampant. After several great battles, both sides had suffered heavy losses. In a bid to end the ongoing war, the two sides agreed to each send one man for a duel to end all duels. However, neither of us was confident enough to face Tianzhu. In the end, I put aside my pride and asked her Fulong Zi to fight for the world and all its people. Did he win? Well, everyone's still alive, so Fulong Zi was indeed the better fighter and slew Tianzhu. But before Tianzhu met his demise, he knocked Fulong Zi down the lofty cliff at the top of Mount Tianxi, where he later let down his guard. What about Tianxing sect? Did no one inherit the wind and cloud method after Fulong Zi passed? How come Tianxi sect let such a valuable method go to an outsider? It's a pity. Tianxing sect was located in the freezing Mount Tianshan in the Outer Lands. They had few disciples and seldom interacted with outsiders. Were it not for Fulong Zi, not many would even notice their existence. It's said, for common folk, no fault is found, but envy brews when one's talents abound. No one could replace Fulong Zi after his death, and Villain Valley seized the opportunity to attack in a bid to seize the wind and cloud method. When we received news of it, we went straight to Mount Tianji, but we were too late. Wait, is that going to be but how did the wind and why would Master Zheng give it to me? Okay, so this is different. All right. This is Wudang's internal affair. I'm in no position to discuss it. The reason I asked to see you and told you this story tonight is that I do not wish to see history repeat itself. I need to atone for my sins. You had the whole picture in mind. There was no way you could have expected what was going to happen. Remember, Mr. Ewan, you must keep the wind and cloud method safe. No one else may know of this. Otherwise, there will be more bloodbaths in Jingyu. Got it. Thanks for the reminder, Master Yuanju. There's another thing I wanted to talk to you about regarding the wind and cloud method. I'm sure you noticed that it's not the complete cultivation method, only part of it. Yeah, I have. This is all I've got when it was given to me. While the formulas are relatively short, they contain a lot of information. I always felt that it was I was just memorizing them, learning only the superficial. Although this cultivation method is dissimilar to that of Shaolin's, all martial arts aspire for the same ultimate goal. If you don't mind, perhaps I could try to explain it to you? That'd be great. Thank you, Master. Very well, let's start with the breathing exercises. All right, wind and cloud method. It's been updated. I get it now. Your analyst has helped me understand the profound principles of the formulas. I'm fortunate to have you guide me. You're a fast learner. All I did was give you some pointers. You were able to get the deeper meaning. It's a rare thing. With great power comes great responsibility. Oh God, there's a spider in the room. All right, that just means he's going to die soon. The more powerful you become, the more difficult the challenges you will eventually have to face. In the future, whenever you have to make a decision, I hope you can stay true to your heart. Thank you, Master. What a surprise. The Five Immortals Mental Sutra I've been practicing is actually the Wind and Cloud method. Master Jing know this, or was he also lied to? Mr. Hong, I always thought he had taught me the Five Immortal Mental Sutra. It was the Wind and Cloud method as well. How peculiar. Why do so many people know how to use the Wind and Cloud method? Even Cal Uton had practiced a counterfeit copy. Speaking of which, back at Liao City, that masked freak told me to hand over the Wind and Cloud method. Did he know what my cultivation method truly was back then? If I ever get the chance, I have to ask Master Yuan about the masked freak. I should heed Master Yuan's advice and keep it a secret for now. So what if I know a powerful ability? I still fail to protect those close to me. Were it not for me, Miss Ouyang wouldn't have... I have too much on my mind. I can't fall asleep. Let's go grind. I should go for a stroll. See, you're already on the right path. The music. Miss Ouyang. Miss Ouyang. Mr. Yuan. Miss Ouyang, have you recovered already? And it just hit me. We haven't got to fight that much. This has been a lot of story dump. You've just woken up. You can't be out here in the cold. I'll fetch a cloak for you. Actually, perhaps I should take you back to your chambers? Mr. Yuan. Don't worry, I'm much better now. Now that we've met each other here tonight, could you stay and talk with me? There's something I want to tell you before it's too late. Don't say that. I'll find a way. You'll be fine. Mr. Yuan, you don't have to feel guilty for what happened. Because of the goo, I've always had issues with my health. While my father and brother care about me deeply, Mingjin Manor remains their unavoidable responsibility. I rarely go out, least they worry about me. Playing the Guqin is my sole daily activity. All these years, I've merely been alive, never truly living. Looking back, the few happy memories I've had were spent with you. With me? Indeed. I had to beg my father for a long time before he gave me permission to go out to the outer lands with you. It wasn't for greater good or anything of that sort. I just wanted to accompany you home before my conditions worsened. Therefore, I have no regret blocking that hit for you. Mayflies live a life of oof, ephemerality. Short yet fruitful. Isn't that a nice way to go? What are you talking about? There's nothing more important than staying alive. Whatever happens, we will find a way to cure you. Worst case scenario, we'll go to Wuxian sect. I will save you, even if it means I have to go through hell. Mr. Ewan, remember the first time we met in the pavilion? We talked while I was playing the Guquin. Tonight is another beautiful night. How about I play a tune for you, like I did the last time? Sure, I'd love to hear. That's like a beautiful waterfall. The tune is still not complete, but I'm so glad that it introduced me to know you. Wait. Wow, that's just horrible. But I'm so glad that it introduced me to you. Me too. Please rest assured, although I do not get to decide my fate, I will not give up as long as there still is a chance. If it is possible, I very much would like to accompany you to more places and explore the world. All right, we got a deal then. Once you've fully recovered, we will travel the world, visit more places. You're up already. Good. You received a letter from Wu Dang. It's probably for you. Thanks, Mr. Ouyang. The letter from Shifu. Why, Yun Ming? What happened? Shifu said that my fellow disciple Yun Ming could be working with Villain Valley. He also wounded multiple Wu Dang disciples sent to arrest him. Master Wing Zhao is furious and has sent Mo Kui and a lot of elite disciples to hunt him down. But Yun Ming has always hated the evil sects with a passion. Why would he be in cahoots with Villain Valley? I happen to know a thing or two about what you're talking about. Remember when you were heading to Zhongyu Pass and someone tried to snatch the Zhanlu sword from you? Of course I do. It was the Villain Valley who let word out. You ever considered this? It was a secret mission. Few knew the details. How did Villain Valley get hold of your whereabouts? You mean, no one knew who the traitor was. Mingjin Manor cooperated with Wu Dang to investigate the matter. In the end, a secret token of correspondence of Villain Valley was found in Yun Ming's chamber. Unfortunately, by then he had already heard word of the investigation escaped before we could get to him. At that time, all the secrets were preparing to go to Lee City and had no time to deal with him. All the secrets, all the sacks, woof. I would imagine that now the situation in the Outer Lands is under control. Wu Dang was planning to eliminate the traitor, which consequently led to the incident. I see. Thanks for filling me in on everything, Mr. Ouyang. What are your plans? Shifu says that Wei Yung, a security guard agency, has information on Yun Ming. I'm going to go have a look. Not far from here. WSGA is located to the west of Gusu City. Leave Mingjing Manor by mode, exit Gusu, head west, and you'll get there. Thanks, Mr. Yung. I should get to it. When this is done, I will further discuss with my Shifu about the goo Miss Ouyang is poisoned with. He's a knowledgeable man. Maybe he can think of something. Sounds good. I look forward to hearing from you then. Goodbye. Bye. No. There we go. Let's see. Mingjing Manor is like it's about. Oh. Yup. They said, just hit me, Spectre. Is when to, because all that reading, I'm getting caught up now. Isn't Wilds due out in like a couple of months? What, October, November? Or am I remembering that wrong? Or they moved the date back? Wait, whoa, Jay. Oh, in a year? Jeez. 25. Oh, wait, who's got the 80? Oh, 80 don't do diddly squat, does it? Never mind. All right. You. Oh, I can upgrade this again. All right, so we got you're maxed. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Okay. What? I guess I could put a few points in. All right, so that gets the generation up a little bit. All right, maybe I'll think about it. All right, go to the maybe SGA. All right, quit turning my run off. How come there's no one here? I don't even have a guard here at this huge agency. Wait, there's sounds of fighting coming from inside. I should hurry and check it out. This is a Zwanho saber play. You from the Zwanho cult? Yup. Yeah, you're not so dumb after all. Miss Wei Yung Security Guard Agency has operated for generations in our line of work. We only slay thieves and bandits when we have to. We never intentionally make enemies. You came in here and, without saying a single word, wounded dozens of my men. Surely even Zwanho cult has to act with reason. Looks like your memories have failed you, Director Lee. Well, I don't mind helping you remember. 3 days ago, a Zwanho disciple was murdered in the middle of the street. The word Weiyun was written on the banner of the carriage the murderer was riding on. Nonsense. The man attempted to kidnap a woman in broad daylight. Are you suggesting that we were in the wrong for carrying out justice? It's not my position to judge, but you have heard of the saying, an eye for an eye, no? However, should you be willing to change your mind and join the Church of Zwanho, perhaps it would have to end that way. Sawed off. Never. I'm a respectable figure in Zhonghu. I would never join your Outer Lands cult. In that case, I'm afraid that all within Wu Yang Security Guard Agency shall perish. Oh no, the WSGA seems to be in trouble. Let's persuade? Because I think we helped with that incident. Guys, there must be an understanding. From what I've heard, Director Lee had no idea the man was with the Zwanho cult. One who errs unknowingly should not be held responsible. He could offer you a large sum of money as compensation. How's that sound? I know you're a secular disciple of Shaolin, Li Tai, but I wasn't aware you also had Wudang sect backing you. The Zhanlu sword. You must be Yuan Yi. You know me. Your reputation precedes you. You do not like to intervene in other people's business. Since you're a friend of Lady Zwan's, we'll meet again. Are you guys all right? We're fine. Thank you for your help. If it were not for you, everyone here at the agency would have... You're most welcome, Director Lee. I have actually come by order of my Shifu, sect leader Qingzhou, to look for my fellow disciples Wan Ming. I heard that one of your men saw him recently? So that's why you're here. It was a coincidence. A few days ago, we had passed by Mount Tiger Roar during an... Oh, that's the last place I remember grinding. During an armed escort mission, we saw a man heading deep into the mountain. That man was in disguise, but I had met Mr. Yuan Ming previously and thought he looked like him. Then I remember the ongoing traitor investigation at Wudang. To be on the safe side, I sent word to sect leader Qingzhou. Unexpectedly, it led to you helping us today. Otherwise, the woman from Zhenghu cult probably wouldn't have given up as easily as she did. Don't mention it. If Zhuanho cult comes back, you can turn to Wudang sect. My Shifu will definitely help. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Yuan. You still have a traitor to find. I won't keep you. Heed to the woods deep in Mount Tyror. The man could still be there. All right, thank you, Director Lee. Take care. Yeah, you got a lot of injured. Needs to be fixed up. All right, so that's getting us affiliation with her. I do like a good mixture of skills. I wonder if it'd be a bit easier if I stuck to as many of one. Oh, yeah. Now I remember why I came in here and I was grinding the tigers in here because they were really good experience, but they're all over the place mixed in with these bandits. Let's see. Search for Yuan Ming. Give me that. Ooh, turn that back down. And since we're heading for a storyline fight, let me slow her down. Yeah, I remember making fun of this too. That's a lot of things. That don't look like a tiger whip. That looks like a tiger family jewels. Remember that joke too. Nope. Have I opened you? I have. Mokwe, please. Please spare me. Just pretend you didn't find me. I promise that I'll get the hell away from here. You'll never see me again. Your actions carry consequences. You know full well that Shifu hates those who can't distinguish right from wrong and willingly work with evil sects. Why did you collude with Velen Valley and betray Wudang? I did not. I did not betray Wudang. I just didn't like the Yuan Yiga. He was flirting with the Zhuanho cultist all the time. It's him who can't distinguish right from wrong. Why aren't Master Qingzhou and sect leader punishing him? Just wanted to teach him a lesson and leak some information on him. I've done nothing to harm Wudang. Now you're going to kill me? That's not fair. What's so good about him that you're all favoring him? Why? The move he used at the Sword Appreciation Assembly was a top-tier martial art skill. The rest of us can't even dream of learning it. Why did Master Qingzhou and sect leader teach him that? You're absolutely unreasonable. You only saw Yi's accomplishment at the Sword Appreciation Assembly. Have you considered? Being the last to join Wudang amongst us, he had to rigorously practice martial arts every day in order to achieve what he had in such a short time. With his talent and effort. So what if sect leader taught him more moves? Besides, the allied sects all agreed to cooperate with Zaho cult. Even my Shifu acquiesced. Who are you to complain about it? I was looking out for you, Mokwi. Had he not tried to show off, your abilities would surely have won you first place at the Sword Appreciation Assembly. The Janlu sword wasn't his to take. Didn't ye only participate in the tournament to save you? You? What happened to you? You've done a terrible thing out of sheer jealousy. Not only do you not repent, you also try to shirk from responsibility. Shifu is right. I should have given up on you the moment you started working with Villain Valley. You say you've done nothing wrong, or nothing to harm Wu Dang. Yet you do not realize your actions had left your fellow disciples critically injured. You've never considered the consequences of leaking Yi's whereabouts to Villain Valley, have you? Given the situation at the time, the sect leader, not noticing something was off, and secretly sent men to stop most of the pursuing forces. Had Zhongyu Pass fallen, the entire Yuan army was going to move south. All citizens of Ning Dynasty were going to be caught in the war. And thanks to you, Wu Dang's sect would be the culprit, the one to blame. We'd never be able to clear our name. No, that's not what I meant. I don't know. Enough, Yuan Ming. You colluded with an evil sect, attacked fellow disciples, brought harm to Jingyu. Your crimes are heinous and unforgivable. In the name of Master Qing Zhao of Wu Dang's sect, I, Mokwi, sentence you to die. No. Oof. Didn't expect that Yuan Ming to dislike me this much. Mokwi and Yuan Ming were always close. He must be devastated it had to end like this. I should leave him alone. There's nothing more for me to do. I should head back to Wu Dang and report to Shifu. I don't remember him ever saying freeze before. And we went through all that talk and I ain't got to fight yet. Of course, again, I don't know if I'm in a good enough grinding position to. Oh, there we go. Now, see, this is better stuff. Let's take a look. 'Cause I know this guy was fist, right? Yeah, look at that. That's much better. Even though I still don't trust you. 101. That was you. Nope. You. Ooh, that was a good pop. Like a 5 or 6, and all I did was lean my head back. And while we're getting there, maybe as it gets closer to time to what Kingdom Come 2, maybe I should play the first Kingdom Come. Just kind of not blitz it, but power through it a few stream days. Whew. You know, if it give me a chance to let my voice rest in between all this reading so I could kill a few things, it'd be lovely. I and the other senior members basically watched Yuan Ming grow up. Could not have anticipated. What a shame. Don't feel troubled by it, though, Yi. He was blinded by jealousy and got lost in his ways. One mistake after another. It was not your fault. I understand. Thank you, Shifu. I'm glad